Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Great Person. Today we're playing Theme Park Tycoon. I did have footage of me building this and this, but it did get deleted sadly. So, my apologies. But the theme park is going to be DC superhero themed. So that's pretty cool, right? Right? Yeah, you think it's cool. Let's go ahead and build our first roller coaster. Of course, it's gonna be DC's moneymaker. When you think DC, who do you think? Superman, right? Yeah. So, let's make a Superman coaster. I think... I don't know what coaster I want to use for this. I did want to do flying coaster. Yeah, I do think I'm going to use flying coaster for this. So, they're going to do custom. There's not a lot of room to work with this, so I'm gonna start it. Actually, let's get out here. Yeah, let's unlock this plot. There we go. I've given myself some more room to work with. Now let's roller coasters, flying coaster, confirm. And then, yeah, that's a lot nicer. Still like closer to this area. At the start, let's get some more room there. And then, yeah. So I am gonna test ride it in just one moment. Let me build this entrance, build the exit, and then I'm gonna get some queue paths. Concrete, does that match this concrete? I'm hoping so. Then I think it does. It does, yeah. And this one you can go boing, 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 and let's get some scenery right in here. Let's see what props we can get. Anything that like screams Superman. Dur, dur, dur. That is not Superman. Nothing that I can like think of. I'm wondering if I can get like an image sign with like the emblem. Let's put 2 of them and see what we can find. Okay, now let's put the ride on. Let's name it Superman Coaster. And then, oh, I just dropped my phone again. I need to stop. Train length 3. Yeah. Testing. Perfect. Oh crap, I have to wait. No! I'm gonna pause it until the train gets back. Okay, we're at the beginning of the ride. Up. With a spin. It's crazy because you can see like all the coaster parts around you. Ooh. Okay, slow, slow, slow. I'm upside down. You're completely upside down at this point. Oh my gosh, this is fast. And then you do a spin. Dude, this is crazy. Ooh. Ooh. That's scary. That dropped to the ground. And then again. It is very short, I will say. I'd say I've probably done better. But that will do. And that would be the first ride of the park. So let's do some coloring though. Appearance, color 2, support colors. Okay, so here's what it looks like with me painted it, Superman colors. Then over here there's a slushie stand. It says, try our Kryptonian super slushies. You know, capitalism. You gotta buy stuff. So he's trying to buy this. I also, while doing this, I had a good idea. I do want to add one more thing for this video. I want to add the plane ride somewhere, like, not right here, because that feels like really close. I'll do it, yeah, actually right here. Or yeah, right there. Because you can still go around to the other side. So I want to name it like Hal Jordan's Air Force. Something, not Air Force, that sounds stupid. Like, ooh, wait, Hal Jordan's pilot class. Yeah, because like he's teaching you to be a pilot in this ride, right? Hal Jordan's flying class. Yo, that's tough. And then appearance, let's make the planes like red. Not red. From red to like green. And then from green to green. Dark green. Dark green. Yeah. Then the vehicle color. Maybe. Yeah. Let's see. How does that look? That looks nice. I'm liking that. Bunch of green planes. Then paths. Let's get a Q path. Concrete. There we go. That's good. And then for the normal paths, we'll get concrete. And then that looks nice over here. That ride does look really nice. Let's see if we can find any like props to do with Green Lantern that I can relate to Green Lantern in any way. Or even to like planes. You know, because it's a plane ride. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. If we go all around. Watch this. This is gonna be peak what I'm about to do. I want to make all of these neon lights like green, but also put a fence on top of them with disable collision. I don't know what type of fence I'm gonna put, but a fence. So the ride has this like green aura. That's gonna be tough. Let me get a paintbrush. to paint these green. Appearance bright neon green. Oh yeah, that's right. Just trying not to get what's under it. The path. I don't think I can get the path actually. Green, 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 green. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. Then let's get, not terrain, scenery, scenery. Fences, walls, and poles. What fence should I use? Might genuinely just use like the normal one, the metal fence, yeah. Yeah, but it looks nice. I like the way that gives it like a greenness, you know? Yep, greenness. That's nice. I'm so happy I finally bought disable collisions. Because I didn't have it for like years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do this so bad. But I did just recently buy it, and it was so definitely worth it. What props? I wonder if we can get like, let's get, yeah, an image panel for sure. What the heck? That one's big. I wonder actually with nature, I think there's stuff I can recolor to make it Green Lantern-y, like some of the, yeah, like the crystals. Why is that blue? When did that turn blue? What the heck? And then I'm gonna color that green, and I do think that is gonna be the end of today's episode. That looks nice. That's like a construct. Yeah, I like it.